with a 3-1 lead. There's the start of the second half. Robertson was trying to hit the front line here. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely shaped ball. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Threads one in, and this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross in. Dida claims it, safe hands. And he was quick to react. Chiesa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Done delicately. Bastoni, not the most accurate pass. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Gerrard. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? Del Piero. He's picked his way through. Serginho receives... Bullish header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Now it's Bale, looking to play him in, and that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And he hits the net! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So now the difference is 3. Petit. Knocks it into space. Played into space out wide. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Takes a shot! Caught offside that time. Aims beyond the defence. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Chiesa. And this is Batistuta. And this is Batistuta! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No outsmarting him this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Olise! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Batistuta. And it's gone back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's played it in. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post. Del Piero. Now, what about a counter-attack? Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 5, Scholes.
Looking here to chip it through, brilliantly cut out.
Arasi. Number 15,
Chiesa.
Daniel Van Buiten.
It's Batistuta.
Number 29, Kai Havertz.
Robertson gets over and intercepts. Can he spark a counter here? Now this could be a chance. And Batistuta! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Petit! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Adams wins the duel this time. Now it's Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. Havertz going about things with real menace. And it's Gerrard. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Petit. Olise.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread neatly. He has found the way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Baresi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And here's Haaland. Olise!
Has been indicated.
Got to be quick to recover this. Cross needs to be good. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Bale. There will be 4 extra minutes. Gets a good foot in there. Gerrard. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big! It's there! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! And the referee brings it to a close. Tottenham really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Bale, voted man of the match. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get
today's
the juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Tottenham have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Now it's Del Piero. And here's Elise. Now that pass has been well into... Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, delightful ball. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Bale. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to pass it through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Batistuta. Adams calmly anticipates. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Spread out to the left. Elise. White gets into a good position. Elise. Still goalless. And it's Michel Platini. Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Gerrard. That's a little off target. And Batistuta! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
23 minutes is number 21.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nicely aimed pass. And the counter is on. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Del Piero. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chiesa. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great ball, and he's in here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that has put paid to that. Oh, good-looking ball. Well read, nice interception. Cafu. Played out towards the right wing. Looking to play him in. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Olise has it out wide and in space. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's been played through. And this is Bale. And a chance! And he's heaved it away. Oh, what has happened here? Played out to the right. Flashes it across.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that
Crossed
off.
it again. Punched away. Platini.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That looks a good ball through. He's found a way through.
There will be 1 minute at a
It's
time.
run loose here. Platini. Chiesa. White deals with that comfortably. Nicely weighted ball. And that's an excellent interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but...
He's having a shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Great vision. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the pass is intercepted. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Olise. Played back in. Aims beyond the defence. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And it's Serginho.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up.
Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Good counter, had a lot of people worried.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
Now there's a fine ball. That is a brilliant interception. Serginho.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. A probing pass. And this is Bale. Dida breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And he was quick to react. And that's really well manoeuvred. Del Piero is flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 11, Platini. Coming on the field, number 15.
No joy this time.
Daniel Van Buiten. Number 29.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, he's burst through. Olise! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent.
And he's had a hit. Fantastic from Chiesa. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And they are right back within touch. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Tottenham give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
Batistuta made a good run there. And it's made its way to him. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's an imaginative pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's having a go! He should have put that one away.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Del Piero. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And the shot! Oh, they could be caught. And it's in! Pinches it off him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Del Piero. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space. It's a good ball out wide. In it comes. Tries to... Real chance! He has done it! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Substitution on the field, number 4.
So,
Olise.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
18,
actually.
Chiesa.
Tottenham give themselves a
Number
chance
22,
of a fairy tale
Alejandro
finish.
Bastoni.
Well, who's under
Number
pressure now?
17,
It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Coming on the field, number
Well, it's probably
13,
safe to say now,
Van
Peter, that it's going to be all about
Number
game management
24,
from here.
Son Heung-min. Number 8, Ferrati.
And Van
Number
Nistelrooy!
19, Franz Beckenbauer.
Oh, that was no routine save.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
There will be
We've
5
seen that
minutes
early.
added time.
Used the set. Son Heung-min! It's a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Any thoughts on the goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now that looks a decent ball.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So who's he going to be aiming for here? So that's it. It is all over. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gerrard. It's a promising position. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Decent chance! That has been cut short. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
Scores! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
White is always looking to play quality balls. First quarter of an hour gone. Olise. Scholes. Batistuta! No goals as yet. Now it's Bale. Oh, they can break here. Spread neatly. Bale. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Can he get on the end of this? Tries to dink it through. Cross needs to be good. Punched away.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from.
He's given it away. He's won up. It's Bale. They scored. How very smart. He just got it right.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
After 24 minutes is number 9, Gareth Bale.
Tottenham have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's intervened well there. Van Bouten. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Conte. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Climbs up big! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Conte! Level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Chiesa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Conte, nicely spread. Takes aim and crosses. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, super find. Look at the space, can he finish? Oh, what has happened here? White. Haaland. Adams gets across to intercept that. Dida. Van Bouten. Chiesa. Batistuta. It's a goal kick. Played out towards the right wing. He's found a way through. And the ball is out of play.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And no, that was never going to make it. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And this is Bale. Oh, what a ball! And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Fellow attendees, this is a
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them.
Will
The score
father of a boy
1-1.
in a yellow T-shirt kindly make his way to the information centre?
There's the whistle then to start the second half. And he was quick to react. Bale. Tottenham looking to pass their way through.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Owen. Serginho. And it's made its way to him. Olise unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Haaland. Nicely shaped ball. Now, can they get him away? Taken back almost. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And the finish! They've done it! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's Scholes. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's gone loose. Almost an hour gone. It scores! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's quick to snatch it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And here's Batistuta, and this is Bale. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played out wide. That is good alertness. Now it's Haaland. Stood up well to him there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Serginho. Threads one in. And it's been played through. Shoots! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
He's going for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Scholes. Now it's Chiesa. And he plays one through. Now it's Haaland. Gerrard. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. Opts to... Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Takes a shot! Pinches it off him. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he shoots! Well, that is remarkable. Cafu. Well, played right into his path. Oh, strongly challenged there. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that is expertly dealt with.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Tottenham really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Oh, he's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
White picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, can he get onto this? Petit kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Tottenham can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
Hello, everybody.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. And he cuts out the supply. And this is Bale. He's got away. Bale. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now it's Owen. He is through here. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
The seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. He's being urged to shoot. Takes a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Haaland might just make this. Gerrard. Olise. And it's Scholes. Chiesa. Knocks it into space. And this is Batistuta. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Bale!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Shifted it to the flank. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Bale. Robertson. Petit. Can he get on the end of this? Chiesa! Ambitious, but just off target.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Scholes does really well to win the ball there. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Olise. He's in a great position here, and it's White. Olise, and he's in on goal. Great chance! Olise. Chiesa tries to pass it through. Robertson. Robertson made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Adams. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Bale, and he's being shifted off it. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lovely passing, and Batistuta! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. That is good alertness. That's a cute ball. Olise. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. OK.
Ah, he's given it away. Good ball, good take. Adams cuts it out.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And they win it back again. And that has left him in a heap. Lobbed in behind. And he was quick to react. And it's Scholes. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's in space and looking for options.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Gerrard
There will be
conjures
1
time
minute
and space
at a
where
time.
few can. And he's had it nicked away. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's half-time here. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it
Hello,
fast.
attendees. This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact a nearby member of staff?
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Bale gets into a good position. Goes for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
This time, surely! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force them.
Haaland! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's not an especially good pass, that. Conte. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. That's got him rattled. Tottenham have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And he's straight offside. Chiesa, can he get it through? And it's been played through. Van Bouten. Gerrard. So what can they make of this? And he's managed to get free. Owen. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
No, that's been intercepted. They're not Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chiesa has given away a free kick, and that's going to be a booking. Threads one in. It's played through for him. Adams gets over and intercepts.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's in plenty of space here. Olise, and he welcomes it in. That is a brilliant interception. Cafu lays it forward. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cannavaro makes the interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There's a quick free kick. Scholes looking to play him in, and he's picked out the run. That has a shot! Oh no, what has happened here? Up he goes! And that would have been game, set and match.
Scholes really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Owen receives it in a good position here. It's come through and he's had a quick look in. Header! It's in! What remarkable powers of...
What you want to see from your players: courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Alessandro Bastoni.
So time for change.
Number 7,
and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 14.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well,
Number
needless to say,
5,
Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Daniel Van Buiten. Number 8, Baresi.
And it's
Number
Gerrard.
13,
He has found a way through.
Number
Owen.
6, Schneider.
Another throw-in. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Schneider demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that could set him on his way. That is ended up in no man's land. Driving forward. Out of play for a goal kick. Looking for options for movement. Serginho. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played out to the right. Now it's Chiesa. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice looking ball. Elise. Oh, well measured. Shot could be on. Shoots! And one more try! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised.
And that is as far as it goes. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Tottenham leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Elise. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that was vital. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
And it's Scholes. He's a sharp little ball here. Conte. Now it's Bale. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Always onto this. Now it's Chiesa. Chance! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tries to pass it through. He's through here. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. Olise, and here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in a great position here. No goals as yet. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Gerrard. And he's found a way past. Gerrard! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. Now it's Haaland. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! He's delivered all right! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the man
Goes for a shot!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Time and again they are repelled. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's been cut out, well played.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
White. Now it's Olise. And it's Gerrard. Oh, it's Gerrard! Bale. And the counter is on. Chiesa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Chiesa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Real chance! And that's caused a worry or two. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gerrard conjures time and space where few can. And he was quick to react.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Conte. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's not an especially good pass, that. Van Balten. Looking for the run. He is through here. Passes short and sharp. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Gerrard. Owen. Up he goes! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
He's one-on-one, surely! And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! Michael Owen! Screamer! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the lead is extended still further. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A case now of gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself. Cafu. Petit. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That ball looks a good one. Shot could... Shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well timed, excellent interception. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Oh, easy pickings there. Picked out brilliantly, he's beaten the last man. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get it through? Defending was strong and firm. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kante cuts it out. Owen. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way. And Owen! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Van Bouten. That's travelling a long way. Tries to play it through. Gerrard. Now there's a... Owen! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down.
Shot a goal!
Substitution on the field.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's having a go!
Coming on the field.
That's just wide.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Number 8, Baresi.
Now, can they get him away? He's got away!
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Haaland is flagged offside. He's not got that quite right. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Gerrard. Owen. And the shot! They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's picked... It's Bale! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Owen! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Chance for a shot! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Petit. Nicely weighted ball. Adams. Looking to play him in. Oh, played through for the wide man. Can he finish? No, it's wide.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
And it's White. 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 He rises! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery. That has been cut short. Robertson. Batistuta, he is onto this. And the shot! And he hits the net! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And a quick reminder today.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great... And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Owen. Big chance. Owen! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
So, a breakthrough already.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bale with the short one. Crosses it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That looks a cracking ball. And that could set him on his way. And he's straight offside. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. Ambitious ball here. Cafu. Schneider. He won't be happy with that one. There will be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Bale. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that's been won straight back. Quarter of an hour played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a loose ball. Played in by... A header! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect.
Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Robertson clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this is Bale. He has found a way through. Can he finish? Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Van Nistelrooy. And that pass just didn't quite work. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Schneider. It's played through for him. Batistuta! They've got to be quick to recover this. Olise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Platini. Oh, well played, well played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Batistuta has a shot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Platini really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised.
He's having a go!
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single play.
And he's had a hit! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Owen brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
He's got away. Tries to pass it through. Back into the middle. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's quick to get it clear again. Plays a sharp little ball here. White. He's gone for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. No way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And now they can clear their lines. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Tries a shot! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Tottenham get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And this is Batistuta. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Beckenbauer goes forward. Petit. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Van Nistelrooy! And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Beckenbauer. A long ball by the goalkeeper. And he's quick to snatch it back. Can he get on the end of this? Tries to play it through. Brilliantly cut out. Quality ball. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. And it's Scholes. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, denied brilliantly. brilliantly.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. Schneider. Tottenham looking to pass their way through. Picked out brilliantly. Nice interception, well timed.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Haaland. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for the run. Now it's Batistuta. Not the most convincing of passes. White calmly anticipates. Bale. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adams cuts out the pass. Haaland. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
They've played it short. Now the ball in. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Owen does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Half an hour gone in the second half. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Good read, needed to be. It's a pretty loose. He's tried one! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Schneider, that is a great pick out, and he was quick to react. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that was vital.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that looks a decent ball. That's tidy. Takes a shot! That's another chance! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul.
substitution on the field, number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 14, Batistuta. Number
Petit.
13.
He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on through. And another try! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Tottenham take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And that will be the final act. Tottenham have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
I'd like to draw your attention
So
to
a
the screen
dramatic
right now for
game
information
decided
on
in
our
its
shuttle
very
bus service.
last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. He's had a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get onto this? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Played in by Robertson. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's only too happy to take that back. Owen. Looking for the run. Olise. That's the keeper's ball. Played into space.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that is a little undercooked. And it's Bale. Adams with the foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Tottenham are now forced to play the bulk of the game a man short.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Decent chance! And it's a goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that could set him on his way. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost...
Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, such a clever touch. Owen with the... He gets big! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Platini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great ball if he can get there. Batistuta. Conte. Bale. Scholes kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And a chance! Sticks it away! A again in a trice, and they are soaring. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. It's a really well-measured ball. Olise. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Scholes gets it away. Batistuta. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Neatly clipped into space. And the shot! And the pass is intercepted. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tottenham with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And the finish! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Haaland really can't...
Haaland! Sensational from Haaland! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And we've reached half-time. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Substitution on the field, number 11, Platini. Coming on the field is number 22.
There's the start of the second half. Tottenham come out for this second half with a different lineup. He's going for goal! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
How many? Just how many? It's become a case of men against boys. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely shaped cross. White deals with that comfortably.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter.
Face to face with the real chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
He rises! That's a decent clearance. Tottenham are looking to go forward now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Robertson. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. He's tried one! No, that's just wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Quality ball. Gerrard. It's Gerrard! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That ball looks a good one. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And still trying to make a game of this. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. He's found a way through. That's been cut out, well played. Olise. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. He's looking wide. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice interception, well timed. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nicely weighted ball. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Gerrard. Now that looks a decent ball. Scholes. That is a great pick out. Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ah, he's given it away. That looks a good ball through. This looks promising. Oh, just the keeper to beat. Bale! He scores! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's a promising position, taken off it pretty forcefully. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gerrard. Conte tries to pass it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Chiesa looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's claimed by the keeper. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's a key interception. Chiesa, he's picked his way through, goes for goal! Olise. And here's Batistuta. Bale. Adams spots it. That's that, the end. Tottenham pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Goes for goal! An early chance there, first of the game.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And this is Bale. Not the most accurate pass. Olise! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Gerrard! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Chips it through. And Batistuta! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This physical challenge. Chiesa was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
White. Great vision. Bale is onto this.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's a sharp little ball here. Has a look and plays it forward. The less said about that pass, the better. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space.
He gets big. He scores! Again, in a Trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Tottenham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's got tall! Well, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Bale. Conte. And here's Bale. Threads one in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's gone looking for safety. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And it's Owen. White. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Chiesa. And there's green grass ahead of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great, tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right.
Goes for the shot! And how did he not make it four?
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
He's beaten the last man. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Bale! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Scholes is sporting a Bale! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, terrific save.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can spring out of defence.
20 minutes added time.
Looking to play him in. Aims beyond the defence. Can he spark a counter here? Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. Nicely aimed pass. And the first 45 minutes are up. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Is a lost children's
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Tottenham are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And the action is back on the way. Now it's Owen, looking for the run. He's gone direct here. Scholes. Robertson. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Flashes and he shoots!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Chiesa looking for options for movement. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Tottenham have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Now there's a fine ball. Chiesa finds himself offside. Adams. Dida sends that a long way. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, super find. Now it's Olise. Crosses it in. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And the shot! No, not quite.
Chiesa probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
No way through. Oh no, what has happened here? He's had a shot! Scholes. And it's Petit. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. Chiesa is wide and looking... Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Cafu. Now that's well seen too. Owen. Now it's Haaland. And the counter is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Oh, this looks sharp. He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Van Bouten kept his eye on it, and he's there. Bastoni, the man that is tenacity personified. Now it's Chiesa. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Chiesa has it in a wide position.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Keeper has taken decisive action. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Owen. And it's Petit. Out to the left it goes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is claimed by the keeper. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, well measured. That looks a good ball through. Adams makes the interception. And he was quick to react. And here's Haaland.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's Bale! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Substitution on the field. Number
It's
7.
their second corner of the game.
Number 22, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 5.
Tottenham are looking to go forward now.
Number 4, Olise.
Bale.
Number 18, Chiesa. Number 9.
Board shows there will be 3
Bale.
extra minutes.
Coming on the field, number 15.
Ooh, perfectly measured that.
Number 8, Baresi.
Conte.
Number 6,
White.
Schneider.
And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And now I'd just like to read out our
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.